So they'll be calling you a radical, so you don't have to be quiet inside the library anymore because nobody's in the library. So this is real simple. How long ago did they put these up? They've been here for years. So basic logic, my phone's ringing off the hook because a lot of people around here know I'm good under pressure because I thought leukemia was given too much to live, and I've always been, because I've been under pressure my whole life. I was born a very sick person. You know, I was a preemie. I've battled health issues my whole life. I mean, deadly issues. So let's talk about this financially and the coronavirus. One, the paranoia is over the top. Two, it's a pandemic. Okay, so this virus, most likely you probably are going to get it. You probably won't even know you had it. So now if you have lung issues, if you're old, if you have a compromised immune system, if you've been sick with, pneumonia or anything, you need to hunker down. This whole hoarding, this paranoid freak show is the worst thing you can do. Paranoia, you need to go on with your life. Basic logic. If somebody's got the flu or you're sick, you just keep separated. If you're not feeling well, you stay home. It's real simple. If you're a little bit sick and you're going out in public, you're an asshole. But that's just always been that way. Now, economically, is this an overreaction to the market? No, and I'll tell you why. Because the economy that we live in is all service-based. We don't make anything, and the stuff we do import comes from China, which that's the biggest outbreak. Now, I'm going to post a link. It's John Hopkins, by the way. This is a John Hopkins 1% survival bracelet. I'm a 1% survivor. Listen, well, my daughter says you're the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. Paranoia is the worst thing you can do. Like when I fought cancer. Really? You're going to go out of your room with your tree and hike down through Memory Grove? Yeah. It's like sports. You're playing against the best offense, the best defense, you go right at them. The markets are going to crash, and this is not because of this. This is a trigger. These markets are grotesquely overpriced. We've had an inflationary bubble for 20 years, which is disgusting. This Fed just slashing and giving to their friends is beyond obscene. It's disgusting. Silver is crashing. Silver has crashed in symphony with the market. Now, gold has not crashed as dramatically. It will, because liquidity is drying up. The next shooter up will be housing prices. Now, restaurants are closing. So a lot of people are going to miss mortgage payments. A lot of people are not going to be able to pay the rent, which is going to cause the housing bubble to crash. Now, do I believe that there should be some delayed forgiveness on mortgages? That's what a lot of Europe's already done. But here's the problem with that. Here's what they'll do. They'll say, yeah, we'll give you a forbearance because they did it to me. I almost lost my house when I was fighting. I was full of leukemia for 2 years, and I had no support network. I had no insurance. Mike Lee kicked me out of Medicaid. I almost lost my house. So what the banks do, they'll come in and say, we'll give you, 3-month forbearance, but then they'll refinance and they'll charge you some psycho fee. And, they'll just backload it onto the end of the loan. That's what they're going to do. So that's exactly what they're going to do, because any answer to any of these things always benefits the same fucking creeps. So the paranoia is the disease. Are you part of the cure? You're part of the disease. I'm part of the cure. Do not change your lifestyle. Keep your lifestyle, but be logical and be rational. Of course, major crowds. You get that because it only takes one asshole, like Rudy Gobert asked Donovan Mitchell. It takes one arrogant dick who thinks he's above it all. And we know Americans are assholes. They don't care. It's just like, you see people in the United States show up to a grocery store and they'll sneeze right on the produce. You show them at public places when they got the flu. They don't care. They'll go to school anyway. Your kids should never be going to school if they have the flu. You should never be going. I mean, that's just all the time. So you're probably going to get this. This is a pandemic. Well, probably millions of people. It's going to kill you? No. You probably won't even know you had it. You're going to get the flu, you're going to get everything, and, we need to address the causation. But as far as financial markets go, cash is king. Don't be buying anything, because this market unraveling is very real. And why is it unraveling? Well, because, look, these businesses, what are you going to do? Just keep bail them all out? there's nobody spending anything. You know, it's a usury-based economy. It's a shop till you drop. You know, they call it a service-based economy, usury. So it's going to drop everything. Sales are going to plummet on everything. You know, so I don't know, I guess Amazon, you can deliver in your house, that's scumbag, Jeff Bezos. So the market crashed. The market's so grotesquely overvalued. The inflation bubble needs to crash, and gold is grotesquely overvalued. You got to realize gold was $200 less than 20 years ago. You know, you're talking 1,000% bubble, cars, housing. It needs to crash. How about the housing bubble would be the big one? And it needs to crash. It's going to crash. That's how markets work. They don't just do this forever. The balloon stretches, the harder pops. Well, it just, well, it already has. The market's down 30%. And, you know, I called it. You know, don't listen to me. I hope a lot of you made some money, but, you know, do the right thing. My foundation and my cause, you know, it needs funding. This fight goes on. You know, it's the ecology, stupid. You know, open up your mind and start giving a shit about other people. Start caring about the animals and start caring about the planet. You know, if my path hasn't proved that's how you survive. Or I had AML, leukemia, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma at the exact same time. It's an unsurvivable disease, and I've done it without a bone marrow because I opened up my mind. I always had my mind open because I give a shit about other life forms because I know it's not me. It's we. We come from the sea. It's the ecology. Open up your mind and give a shit. Have a conscience and have a soul about other things, other people, you know, all living things, and you will survive. I will survive. We will survive. As long as you open up your mind and have a loving soul, because we're all socialists now. We always were. We breathe the same air. We use the same roads. You know, you can hunker down and me all you want. What a horrible way to live. So just use some logic. Stay tuned.